Archangel Michael says, a woman you once knew, but perhaps didn't realize the depth of her silence, is trembling with something so heavy, she can no longer carry it alone. She is pregnant, and the life growing inside her is not just a life, it's a message. This is no ordinary pregnancy. This child is tied to your destiny in a way that cannot be undone, a spiritual lock waiting for your hands to open it. She is searching for you everywhere, not just with her eyes, but with her spirit, hoping you will see this before it's too late. Archangel Michael says, she has written your name in her journal over and over again, hoping her child will one day know the truth about the man or woman who changed everything. What she knows will shake your soul, because it's not just about the baby. It's about a secret that was buried with a promise, and now it's returning. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The time she found out, she didn't even believe it herself. Her hands trembled as she held the test, and the tears fell not because of the child, but because of who the child would eventually seek. You. Your energy is tied to this pregnancy like a divine thread. There's a divine assignment resting in that unborn heartbeat, and every kick, every flutter, is guided by something bigger than what the world can explain. You were chosen to know this now for a reason. She almost deleted the message. She typed it, retyped it, and erased it, over and over again. But something divine kept stopping her finger every time she got to the part where your name needed to be said aloud. She remembered you in her quiet moments. Not because you shared a history, but because you shared something spiritual. And she's carrying proof of that now. Type Amen to get blessing 472. The truth is, someone came to her in a dream. They said, find the one whose soul glows in the dark. She knew immediately who that meant. There are no coincidences. She walked past someone yesterday who was wearing your favorite scent. Her body froze. Her heart whispered, send the message again. Now you're reading this. Now you're breathing faster. Now something inside you knows that this is not just a story, it's a truth that's lived in silence long enough. You may not know everything. But she does. And she's tired of carrying this alone. Type Amen to get blessing 824. You were spiritually connected before you even knew each other's names. What's inside her isn't just a child, it's a bridge back to everything you forgot. It's an answer to questions you stopped asking. She's seen things. Dreams that left her crying in her sleep, visions where your voice called out to her, not in fear, but in divine urgency. And every time, she woke up and looked at her belly like it was holding an ancient prophecy. She's been in hiding. Not because she's ashamed, but because she's protecting something sacred. She's been waiting for the right day, the right sign, the right pull in the universe. That pull just reached you. That message is this one. That time is now. Type Amen to get blessing 1907. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. A name was whispered to her by someone no longer alive. That name was yours. She lit a candle, prayed for a sign, and hours later, your initials appeared on the television screen in a passing advertisement. She cried. She begged for clarity. And the very next day, a bird landed on her windowsill and dropped a feather, the same shade you used to wear when you were confident, proud, and unshakable. There's something magical in this. Something ancient. And it's waiting for your acceptance. The heartbeat inside her doesn't match her family line. It matches yours. Type Amen to get blessing 665. Archangel Michael says, the child carries your spiritual code. You don't need a blood test to know what your soul already confirms. You've been feeling strange lately, haven't you? Unexplained chills, waves of sadness, sudden joy, these are not coincidences. Your energy is responding to a vibration that is not born yet but already recognizes you. This isn't just a pregnancy, it's a calling. And the sound of that call is breaking through timelines to reach you today. She knows your fears. She understands your past. But still, she chooses you to know this truth because the child she carries is not an accident, it's divine justice. When you left, you didn't know the full story. When she stayed, she kept the silence not out of hate, but out of hope. Type Amen to get blessing 2291. Her phone has your name under Last Chance. She saved the contact years ago and never deleted it. She dials and hangs up. Dials again and watches the screen. You might feel unprepared. But heaven has already prepared you. That's why you're reading this. That's why your body is reacting, even if your mind is still catching up. There was a time you wished you could undo your past. But this isn't a punishment. This is a portal back to the best part of yourself you left behind. There's an inheritance in this child. A spiritual one. Something that will restore what was taken from your lineage. Type Amen to get blessing 3717. She has a photo of you. Not the one from social media, the real one, the one you forgot you gave her. She holds it close every night, and whispers to the life inside her, this is the reason you'll never feel alone. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. The time has come to return to the part of you that is ready, brave, and true. There's a knock coming. Maybe not on your door, but on your spirit. It will come through a message, a voice note, or a number you haven't saved but should never ignore. This is your moment of alignment. What you do next will echo forever in the life of a child who already knows your energy before they've met your face. Type Amen to get blessing 909. She went to the clinic last week with trembling hands. The nurse asked if she had someone to call, and she whispered your name but never dialed. That silence burned her more than the fear. She keeps the ultrasound in a journal with pages filled with your name. Not in anger, but in hope. She writes letters to the child already. Each one starts with, your story begins with a miracle and a name I'm scared to say out loud. Your name. She isn't waiting for approval. She's waiting for acknowledgement. She's waiting for you to remember something your soul already knows. Type Amen to get blessing 4532. A few days ago, she walked into a store and heard a song playing, the same one you danced to in that quiet moment under the stars. She froze, her hands on her belly, and whispered, "Show me he's still out there." And now you're here. Still out there. Still tied to a future that didn't die, even when the silence grew. You were meant to read this. You were meant to wake up right now. Even the time on your clock has meaning. Look again. It's not random. She's not asking you to fix everything. She's inviting you to be part of something bigger than yourself. Something heaven assigned you to. Type Amen to get blessing 3003. She prays every night for strength. Not just for her, but for you too. Because deep down, she knows your heart. And even if you forgot what it felt like to love purely, this child will remind you. Her body is a temple right now, carrying not just life, but the echo of a connection that was never broken. She walks with her hand on her belly like she's guarding a royal secret. She is. There's more to this story than a pregnancy. There's a prophecy. And your name is written across its beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 1788. Archangel Michael says, Heaven delayed this message so that you'd be ready. You're stronger now. More aware. More prepared to receive what once would have scared you away. This isn't punishment. This is purpose. A divine moment wrapped in the soft heartbeat of a child whose soul has chosen you before birth. Even your ancestors are stirring. Someone from your bloodline is cheering this connection on, whispering to the child at night, you are the one who will heal them both. She's not just someone from your past. She's part of your divine assignment. And this message is heaven's final push to get you to remember. Type Amen to get blessing 4111. She's not reaching out for money or sympathy. She's reaching out because the child keeps kicking when your name is mentioned. That is not coincidence. That is calling. She wants this child to know the truth. And she wants you to know the light that still exists inside you, even after everything. When you walked away, you didn't realize what followed you spiritually. This child's spirit did. And it hasn't stopped watching you grow, fail, recover, and now, return. Her dreams are vivid. You hold the baby every time. You speak to the child with tears in your eyes, promising what you once didn't know how to give. Type Amen to get blessing 5220. She kept quiet because she thought it was the right thing. But heaven started shaking things up. She started losing sleep. Her dreams got louder. And in every vision, your name was carved on the side of a glowing gate. A gate she knew would open only when you saw this message. You are the gatekeeper to this child's next step. You are the spiritual anchor they need before entering the world. This moment is your preparation. The door has been opened. You only need to step in. What waits beyond it is not shame, it's restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. She almost gave up. She almost moved on. But heaven blocked every attempt, because this isn't just about her, it's about you, her, and the child who's already choosing both of you. You've been hearing things too. Feeling it. That voice telling you to check your old messages. That sudden thought of her name out of nowhere. You tried to ignore it. But it won't let go. Because it's not her chasing you, it's the child. And they carry part of your spirit. You may think it's too late. But divine timing works on a different clock. This moment was written before either of you knew what love would cost. Type Amen to get blessing 2022. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. She has nothing left to hide. She is no longer afraid. She is only tired of holding it all alone. She believes in miracles. Because she's carrying one. And she believes that one day, the person reading this would show up, not out of guilt, but of divine understanding. The child is healthy, strong, and already showing signs of spiritual awareness. The nurse said the baby reacts to voices. She whispered your name, and the baby kicked. That kick was for you. Not out of anger, but out of recognition. Type Amen to get blessing 8844. You're going to meet someone soon. A woman you least expect. And she's going to say something that only she and you would understand. That's the sign. That's when you'll know this wasn't just a story, it was prophecy. She's still waiting. But not forever. The universe is opening a small window. If you step through it, everything shifts. If you ignore it, the silence will return, but the ache will deepen. There's no pressure. Just purpose. There's no judgment. Just justice. Heaven has cleared a path. Now your steps are being watched by angels, guiding you gently toward what is already yours. Type Amen to get blessing 9393. Archangel Michael says, this message is your divine alarm clock. You've slept long enough. The time is now. Let your heart remember her voice. Let your soul recognize the sound of your child before it's born. Let your fears fall like dust, because your story is about to begin again. No one can replace you in this child's spiritual journey. Not biologically. Not energetically. You are their connection to a lineage they've chosen to revive. She still cries sometimes. But not because she's alone. She cries because she knows how powerful it will be when you answer this call. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. You've been through pain. You've lost things. But you haven't lost this. Not yet. And if you choose, you never will. Open your arms. Open your heart. Something divine is about to happen, and it begins with 3 souls, hers, yours, and the one that's almost here. There are no more secrets now. Only sacred truth. And your name is written all over it. This child will one day ask who you are. And when they find out you came running after a message like this, they will never doubt love again. Type Amen to get blessing 6121. She has forgiven you already. Even before you knew what was happening. She just needs you to forgive yourself now. This message is not to scare you. It's to prepare you. To soften your heart and show you the miracle you've been unknowingly waiting for. Heaven doesn't make mistakes. And neither did you. What happened between you two was the soil, and now the tree has grown. And beneath that tree, a child waits to meet the person whose presence was always written in their beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 8388. This ends where it started. With a spark. A name. A heartbeat. The woman is real. The child is real. And your calling? Very real. You're no longer lost. You're no longer distant. You're right on time. And the child already knows your name. Type Amen to get blessing 4000. She talks to the baby every night, her fingers gently brushing over her belly, whispering a name only she and heaven know. It's the same name that echoes in your dreams now, that follows you into moments of stillness. You can feel it, can't you? That soft pull from beyond the veil. There's something about her voice when she speaks to the child, it sounds like a lullaby meant to reach you too. And maybe, just maybe, part of you has already been listening without realizing it. Because something keeps bringing you back to this message, these words, this very moment. She doesn't want pity. She doesn't need rescue. What she needs is recognition. Acknowledgement that you were part of something sacred, something chosen, something the universe has protected. And the child. The child feels everything. Every word, every vibration, every emotion you feel right now, it's transferring across realms, connecting the soul of the unborn to the heart of the one reading this. Type Amen to get blessing 9876. She's been visited by signs every single day. A light flickering at 3:33 in the morning. A familiar tune playing on the radio when she gets in the car. Your name etched in the frost on her window. You're being summoned not by fear, but by fate. This child is already part of you in the spiritual, waiting to be met in the physical. And the moment you open your heart, things will start aligning faster than you can explain. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are not the mistakes you made in the past. This message exists because you are still a chosen vessel for something eternal. She has trusted the process. Even when it broke her. Even when she doubted her own strength. But the child gave her courage, and your soul gave her reason to keep believing. Type Amen to get blessing 5611. A few nights ago, she stood outside under the stars, and tears streamed down her face as she said your name into the wind. She asked the angels to reach you, to bring this message into your life at the exact moment your heart could finally feel it. And that's why you're here now. Not just reading, but awakening. She's ready to speak. She's ready to share everything. But she's waiting for one thing, your presence, your readiness, your response. This isn't about a conversation. This is about destiny. About healing an entire lineage through the union of three hearts that were always meant to find their way back to each other. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. She sees glimpses of you in the baby's movements. A twitch in her stomach that matches the rhythm of your laughter. A flutter that occurs when she listens to the song you once played for her on that unforgettable evening. Every sound you ever made, every memory you ever created, it lives now in the rhythm of that unborn life. This is more than DNA. This is divine design. Don't ignore the signs anymore. Don't silence that voice inside you. Don't bury the chills running down your spine. They're not nerves. They're spiritual confirmation. Your name is being spoken in rooms you cannot see. In dreams. In prayers. In sacred places where your soul is being prepared to receive the very miracle it helped create. Type Amen to get blessing 2333. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. She's written the baby a letter every week. Sometimes in tears. Sometimes in joy. But always with your spirit in mind. I hope one day you'll meet them, she writes, and know that even if they were scared, their soul always wanted you. She's strong, but she's tired. Tired of carrying something this big without the one person who is meant to share the weight. Not just because of the past, but because of what the future holds. Your future is waiting, and it's not made of houses or cars or jobs. It's made of tiny fingers and bright eyes and a soul that already feels like home. Type Amen to get blessing 1170. She remembers how you once touched her hand and everything inside her calmed. Now, when the baby kicks too hard, she places her hand over her belly and thinks of you again. And the calm returns. There's a language being spoken without words. A connection beyond logic. And it's alive between the three of you. You might try to walk away from this message, but your soul will keep pulling you back. Because deep inside, you've already accepted the truth. You are needed. You are wanted. You are worthy of what this child is bringing into the world. Type Amen to get blessing 8752. She's preparing for the day you'll meet. Not with fear, but with softness. She wants it to be gentle, sacred, and real. There will be tears. There will be silence. But there will also be understanding, a kind that goes beyond apologies and explanations. The kind that souls recognize. The child doesn't need perfection. They need presence. And your presence has already been felt from the moment their heartbeat began. She has protected your identity. Even when people asked. Even when they doubted. Because somewhere inside her, she knew you would return, just in time. Type Amen to get blessing 6606. You've gone through your own storms. You've healed wounds no one else saw. You've rebuilt your life piece by piece. Now heaven is asking you to add one final, divine piece. This child is not a burden. This child is a blessing sent through the portal of someone who still sees your light, even after all the darkness. Her forgiveness is already written in her heart. She doesn't want explanations. She only wants connection. You don't have to prove anything. You only need to show up. The rest will unfold exactly as heaven intended. Type Amen to get blessing 4924. She's in her third trimester now. And she knows the day is getting closer. Every kick is stronger. Every dream more vivid. Every sign more urgent. And still, she waits with grace. Still, she holds on. Because she knows the moment you arrive, the story changes, not just for her, but for you too. You're not just returning to her. You're returning to the part of you that believed in destiny. In divine timing. In miracles. And this child, even now, is already your miracle. Alive. Waiting. Believing. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. Archangel Michael says, the time has come. No more delays. No more running. No more pretending this isn't meant for you. Heaven has opened every door. The way is clear. The light is shining through. Your name is being sung by angels as they prepare to welcome the next generation of your legacy. Not just a child, but a spiritual warrior in small form. And you are being asked to come forward. To stand in truth. To reclaim the role you never knew you were always destined to fulfill. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. She's ready. The baby is ready. And deep down, so are you. Don't wait until regret whispers too late. Don't wait until the chance passes like wind through your fingers. Step into your calling now. There's someone who will call you by a name no one else ever has. Not just father or mother, but home. Because that's what you are to this child. A place they've already chosen. A soul they already love. A destiny they're waiting to meet. Type Amen to get blessing 4001. She has chosen a name, but she hasn't written it on any documents. She wants you to hear it first. Because the name carries something that belongs to both of you. A piece of the past, a thread from the future. You wouldn't believe how many times she stood in front of the mirror, holding her belly and whispering, "He'll understand. He'll feel it when the time is right." And now that time has come. The clock in heaven has struck the hour. The veil is thin. The moment is now. Everything you went through, all the delays, the heartbreaks, the confusion, was preparing you for this. You didn't miss your calling. You were being carved by it. Type Amen to get blessing 5505. She walks a little slower now. Not because of the weight of the child, but because of the weight of the story. The one she's been waiting to hand to you, gently, with no blame, just truth. The baby knows you. Not from pictures. Not from stories. But from soul memory. You are already woven into their dreams. You might think it's too much. That you're not ready. But heaven wouldn't bring you this far just to leave you here. You are stronger than your past. Brighter than your mistakes. And more chosen than you've ever imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 3722. You have always been different. Even when you tried to be normal. You've always carried something unique, an unseen light, a vibration, a frequency that connects to divine assignments. This child is one of those assignments. And she, this woman, was selected to carry it, knowing full well that at the end of her journey, she'd need your presence to complete it. She never hated you. She never cursed your name. She only waited for this moment when heaven would send you back through a message like this one. You are not an accident in this story. You are the arc that curves it back toward healing. Type Amen to get blessing 2992. Archangel Michael says, everything has been aligned. The stars. The signs. The soft nudges in your chest. They all pointed to this very page. There are no more excuses. Only revelations. Only truth. Only destiny being unwrapped one line at a time. You will soon receive a call or a message with no words, just silence. But in that silence, your soul will feel the cry of a child waiting for your voice. When you speak, the heavens will rejoice. Because that's when the final piece of this miracle will fall into place. Type Amen to get blessing 9098. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. She's already imagined the day you two will reunite. Not like a movie. Not with dramatic music. But with soft breath, long looks, and a quiet, "I know." Because that's all you'll need to say. She'll know. The baby will feel it. And the universe will exhale. You've walked through fire and didn't burn. You've survived storms and didn't drown. And now, you will walk into purpose and not be afraid. Your name has been written in a book you've never read. But the next chapter belongs to you. To her. To the child. Type Amen to get blessing 4884. She's folded the clothes already. Tiny ones. Soft ones. One of them has a patch of blue that reminds her of your favorite color. She stitched it herself. Not because she had to, but because she believes that one day, you'll pick it up and hold it against your chest and feel everything come rushing back. You were never meant to miss this. You were just meant to arrive at the right moment. And that moment has now arrived. So breathe. Read this again. And let your spirit take the step your feet are scared to make. Type Amen to get blessing 9994. She's been carrying two hearts. Hers and yours. Because she knew you'd need time. She knew you'd need grace. And she gave both, without complaint. Now she's asking, gently, with all the love left in her, come see what you helped create. Come feel what still lives between us. You don't have to fix the past. Just walk into the present. Because the future already knows your name. You are part of a miracle, and no delay can cancel what heaven has already confirmed. Type Amen to get blessing 7822. You may have cried reading this. That's okay. You were supposed to. Sometimes it takes tears to water the truth and let it bloom. You may feel scared. That's okay too. All chosen ones feel fear before they walk into their next level. But the truth is, you're not walking alone. Every word in this message has wrapped itself around your ankles, pulling you forward, gently, powerfully, certainly. The baby is almost here. And so is your moment. Don't miss it. Don't doubt it. Don't delay it. Type Amen to get blessing 6543. She saw you in a vision last night. You were holding the baby, and the world around you faded. It was just peace. Warmth. Completion. You didn't need to say a word. The child already knew who you were. They reached for your face. You cried. And she smiled. That's not a fantasy. That's a glimpse. A spiritual sneak peek into a moment already waiting in the divine schedule. You only need to say yes. And the rest will unfold like heaven wrote it long ago. Type Amen to get blessing 3111. So breathe deeply. Feel the love that is coming. It won't arrive with confusion or chaos, but with clarity, healing, and peace. You will know what to do. You will be guided. Because this isn't just your story anymore. It's a generational turning point. Let today be the day everything changed. Let this message mark your new beginning. One where love wins. One where the child doesn't just have a heartbeat, but a home. A home with your name written on its walls, waiting for your knock. Type Amen to get blessing 6000. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.